Welcome back to We Do Pay It Forward. I am so excited to welcome Prenka, or as others know her by her avatar, Boss Lady. You will hear the amazing stories from her as she leads through health, wellness, and the beauty industry. Welcome. I'm Milena Radakovic, and this is We Do Pay It Forward. I'm so excited to have Prenka, the founder of Namaste Wellness and Day Spa. You're going to hear an amazing journey how she leads through compassion. Welcome, Prenka. So glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Milena.
So you have a very interesting story. You started your business 13 years ago, and I love how you said when your boss went bankrupt. So I just absolutely love that, because we have a lot of people in the audience who are thinking of starting their own business or already going through the journey. So what gave you the courage to go on your own?
Well, I was going to be out of work myself, and to look at my fellow coworkers who were my only friends at the time. My boss at that time, she started the business but didn't really have the business skills to run it. So I was already managing the spa for her. And all I got was a text one day. Shut the doors.
Oh my gosh.
I have sold my house and have lost all equity, and that's it. I ugly cried for about 5 minutes and then had to go out and face this team. There was about 10 of us at the time, and they were all devastated. And I went home that day and I told my husband, I'm like, you think I can do it? And he's like, you can do anything. So right away. Good husband. Yeah, I have a fabulous husband. And so right away I contacted the landlord. I'm sorry, all they care about is somebody pay the lease. And went to the registry, registered my business, kept the name. Her business is called Namaste Soul Spa. And I didn't want to take away that identity, because I felt that it's already found, it's already there, but I'm creating it my own. But people recognize the name. So then I created the name Namaste Wellness and Day Spa, because I wanted to create something that was health, beauty, and wellness all under one roof. Therapeutic clinical treatments, but in a beautiful spa environment. And literally jumped in and have been swimming ever since.
Amazing. That sounds so great. And what kind of supporters did you have through this time? Like, you've been in business for many years, and now I'm excited to hear that you're going to be opening up another spa here in Calgary.
Yes, it's been a wonderful journey. So you hear the term rock bottom. You know, you're always advised, if you fall, get back up. It doesn't really work that way when you're in business. I look at myself as those tiny little rubber balls when you're a kid that you bounce.
Yes.
I'm that bouncing ball for the past 13 years. The harder I hit, the further I go. And so I still have that attitude where even when you reach the top, you're not really there. You're constantly working all the time as an entrepreneur, not only for yourself, but for your team. And you're supporting your team. You want them to be just as inspired as you. You want to be just as passionate. Like, if you're in the industry of customer service, we're healing people. So they're coming to us to heal. So we need to be ready to heal them in many ways, physically, emotionally, and mentally. And so that's what I feel, that I've created something so beautiful and unique. There's a time in your career where you keep all the secrets to yourself, but it's time to branch and share, because now it is something so unique and beautiful that needs to be shared with everyone. And so that's why I'm branching up my wings and let's see how far I go.
I love that. So in your journey, I love how you said, you just got to go out and do it. Yeah. That's great. And especially for the people who are starting off in the journey, I always say, look at the big picture. So it's not a just like, say, one location or one office. So when you took over, when did you decide, you know what, I'm ready to expand?
When I look at my clientele, so I'm in Sherwood Park, Alberta, which is literally right next to Edmonton. I'm getting clients from all around the city. I have clients from Calgary. I have clients who are booking me or my services when they're traveling to Alberta, from Australia, from the States. So they're when are you branching here? I'm constantly traveling across the country. I'm also an educator, because I create a lot of these services myself. I believe in holistic healing, and I'm trying to bring back old school healing to the new age, because I find that that's what we're lacking. Just by going to the doctor's office is not enough. You need a team. like your first speaker mentioned. You need a team of people, and massage therapy, aesthetics, looking good, feeling good. I'm not dressing myself up to go look good for others. I want to look in the mirror and feel like, okay, I got this. And there was a time where I didn't feel like I had it. So I created my avatar. I created her about 10 years ago because being such a compassionate person that I am, you have to be very careful with that, because then you can also become a welcome mat at the same time. Walk all over me. I wanted to be everyone's friend. I wanted my team to be my friends. No, it doesn't work that way, because then they start taking advantage because you're allowing them to. So one day I was literally plunging the toilets at my spa, because that's what an entrepreneur does. And a client was walking by and she's like, "Oh, it's so nice they hire help here." I was kind of taken back a little bit. I'm like, okay. And one of my staff members was walking by. It's like, "Hey, Pren, what's wrong?" I'm like, "I just got told my boss lady status." And that's when Boss Lady came about. And so I created this avatar. Her name is Boss Lady, and the world knows her as Boss Lady. And she is this powerful force of energy. When she walks into the room, everyone's like, "Wow, she's so powerful." And Pren's like, "Yay, there goes Boss Lady." So a lot of people don't even know my real name. They just know me as Boss Lady.
I love that.
Yeah.
I know we've had a variety of different leaders speaking, and one of the things that I also personally, I remember my father always said, you have to be strong on the outside, don't show emotion. And now things have changed, where a lot of leaders lead by compassion, by purpose, and I love hearing that. But it's not easy. And what would you say is a struggle that you're going through right now?
Struggle right now, post-pandemic, well, I think we're still kind of in it. And being in an industry where we're actually touching people, we're face-to-face, we're connecting with them, we're in closed spaces with them for a long period of time. I wouldn't say I'm having struggle finding staff. I'm having struggle finding people that are wanting to grow and wanting more for themselves. The pandemic has had a great impact on people in general, that they're like, "I'm okay staying at home. I'm okay with the little bit that I have. I don't need to be driven anymore. I survived 3 years, I'm fine." And so that's where my struggle is right now. I'm doing interviews all the time. My spa has been a revolving door because there's so many opportunities out there, like, "Oh, I'll just go to the next guy. The grass is greener on the other side." And I feel like I'm not hiring for someone to look for a job. I want you to be passionate about what you do. We're in an industry where we're dealing with people every day. You can't look at your customers as dollar bills.
That's right.
So follow your path, be passionate about what you do, and money will come.
I love that. Oh, I think that's a very good tip that a lot of people don't realize, that when they get in the business, yes, of course, people are thinking about the money that they can get for it, but they're passionate about their business, and that's why they're wanting to go through.
Absolutely.
What would you say is the next journey as an entrepreneur for you?
I'm Jane of all trades. I want to do everything and everything all in one day. And so I really need to slow down and focus. But it's all about spreading the knowledge. I love teaching. I'm an educator, and I started working for a company from Australia teaching this beautiful facial that uses 1,000 gold-plated magnets on your face. So it's the alternative to Botox or fillers. And so I became an educator 7 years ago, and it allows me to travel across North America, go into beautiful spas and clinics and teach this beautiful facial and meet like-minded women. And that inspired me to start creating my own courses. And so I would like to teach more of like a nonprofit organization where I'm able to teach young women who can't afford schooling. On the flip side, offer the same services to men and women that can't afford these services. And then for the third part, employ my own students to become educators. And just keep spreading it. Let's keep going. Just keep going.
I love that.
So that's the vision. And so coming into Calgary, it's been amazing. And thank you, Melina. If it wasn't for your summit, I had a calling. And like I said, I drove at 5:30 in the morning. I just had to be there. And I'm so glad I did. The amazing women that I've met and that I've networked with. Even today, meeting Anila, like it was amazing. And I'm just like, there's so many amazing women out there. Like, no offense to the men out there, but wow, women, like, kudos, like, we're doing great.
Oh, I love it. And so I'm excited to share with you all. So we got to know each other today, and she is going to be our new ambassador for Edmonton. So we are so excited. So this year, coming close to November 19th, which is Women Entrepreneurship Day, we're going to have 2 summits in Alberta. We're going to have one in Edmonton and one in Calgary. So you're going to have to keep checking out WEDO Canada, our social media and our website, because we're going to have 2 amazing summits.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. So I can't wait to check out your spa. I'm going to Edmonton. I want to try this. But where can people reach you when they want to get more information about you and your business?
So you can find us on the website, so www.namastespa.ca. Our Instagram handle is Namaste Day Spa. Facebook is Namaste Wellness and Day Spa. And you can find me on Instagram, bosslady_status_. Yeah, and stay tuned for this summit. I am so excited. I love to make a lot of noise, so hopefully we can make some noise for you guys.
Very exciting. So I got one last question.
Absolutely.
What other female leader inspires you or that you look up to?
Well, growing up, my one go-to was absolutely, of course, Oprah Winfrey. And I was fortunate enough and lucky enough to meet her in 2019 in Edmonton. It was a gift that was given to me by a podcast company in New York. Because I do a lot of charity work. Instead of advertising, I choose to do charities instead, because I want my company to be recognized in more of a positive way than me paying somebody to say my name. And so I met Oprah, but you know, Oprah's done her part. But currently, Michelle Obama, I'm a huge fan of her. Shyla Ho is a Aboriginal entity, and she's based out of Montreal right now. She's making a lot of noise, and I had the privilege to meet her at the Women in Wealth Gala last year in Edmonton. And she's inspired me to just keep on going, and she's young and fierce. And so I would like to be one of those women one day where younger women look up to me and are inspired by me.
You're on the roll. I can see you will be there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing your story and journey.
Absolutely.
And that's it for today. Thanks, everyone. Stay tuned for more. Thank you to our sponsor, Dream Reach Achieve, for paying it forward and supporting women leaders and entrepreneurs. If you were inspired and want to join the WEDO community, then go to wedocanada.com and sponsor and nominate the next inspiring woman entrepreneur.